crazy. This thing on? I always wanted to do that, man. I always wanted to do that. All right. If you are a beginner baker, you have no idea what you're doing, or if you know what you're doing, but you just need, you know, just a little help with certain things when it comes to baking, you come to the right place. I'm Athana. Welcome to my channel. This is my first time doing this, so it may be a little, but bear with me. The things I'm going to teach you here, I'm not going to say you're not going to get it anywhere else, but stick with me. Trust me, you're going to be good to go. I started knowing absolutely nothing about baking. I didn't grow up thinking I'm going to be the next biggest baker. Nothing like that. It literally just fell in my lap. So I've always been intrigued with like the whole custom design cakes and how, they look so good, they look so complicated. I always thought it was like the most amazing thing when it started coming out in the more recent years. I used to have this cake lady, and she had like these amazing cakes, and it was pretty pricey, but I always respected the art. So one day I went over there, then I saw like a lineup of these beautiful cakes, and I thought to myself, every cake that's on this table, if I were to calculate, she's making a pretty penny right here. So the entrepreneur in me just thought to myself, maybe I could start baking on the side or something like that. So that day I went home, I went on YouTube, and then I just came up with a list of things I'm gonna get. Things were scattered, things were everywhere. I couldn't find everything in one location. So this channel is gonna be for those of you that want everything in one location. And if I don't have the answer, ask me and I got you, okay? Please ask. My first cake, I saw this. I don't even have a plan for the first cake. I just said, okay, I'm just gonna go and bake something because my thoughts were on the design. Like I said, okay, I can get the taste down later. Let me focus on the design of the cake. So my first cake, so that was my first cake. What do you guys think about it? I think it's a hot mess. But you know what though? In hindsight, when I looked at it, I said, you know what? Not too shabby. It's not so bad. And then I did my second cake. That one, I said, you got something here, You may have something here, But I was a little confident in it. But then that's why, listen, some people are going to be hating on you, okay? Some people are going to be hating. Someone told me that my second cake looks like someone decapitated Olaf's friend's head when he was sitting in the tub. Okay, that wasn't cool. But you know what? I didn't let that get to me because I believed in myself. Okay, I believed in myself. So I continued on. And then I just got better and better and better as the time went on. I gave samples to my coworkers, my family members. And when they tasted it, they'll be like, that's actually pretty good. Yeah, it's pretty good. Listen, there was a lot of trial and error, but I kept going. I didn't play about the moistness of the cake. I went on YouTube to find out different things or different techniques I could use. I tried box cakes, from scratch recipes, until I came up with my own original recipes that I felt was Athanas Cakery worthy. Yes, I switch it up sometimes. And we're going to be doing a lot of things on this channel where we can find, new recipes, new designs, new trends, all those things. After I started letting my coworkers, taste and things, I said, I'm paying for all the supplies. And it started getting a little bit too much for me. So I said, you know what? I'm going to start charging for these cakes. Now, were they expensive? Absolutely not. They were not expensive at all. I charged like $20 for some cakes. $20. I probably spent maybe $40 on supplies, and I charged $20 for the people to eat the cake, which Later on, when I turned it into a business, that's when I started calculating everything and knowing that it's worth more, and I need to know my worth. Okay. So from there, people started to book me. When they tasted it, they just thought it was really good. So then they booked me, and the more they booked me, every single cake that I did was new. It was a new one. So I had to go on YouTube for every single cake. I had to go on YouTube, and once I saw that there was like a tutorial for it, that's when I knew, like, okay, if there's a tutorial, I can do it. That's how confident I was in it. And that's what I did. And doing that was one of the best things for me because I wasn't afraid to take the risk and do it. Now, if it was something that I like, come on, guys, there are some cakes you know good and well that you shouldn't be trying to attempt. Okay. I wasn't going to do a, a house or a shoe or something like that in the beginning. Okay. I wasn't going to do stuff like that. But things that I felt like, you know what, I can hang with this, you know? And once I knew and understood the stability of the cake, that's when I said, you know what, I can do this. Oh, I felt like that was a lot of blabbering. Whew, this ain't easy, man. This YouTube stuff is not easy. One thing I would say, especially in the beginning of my baking journey, and this goes for a lot of people, I feel like we try to compare ourselves to others. So what we do is we see the people that have millions of followers and the people that have thousands of followers, and we're like, oh my gosh, we want to be just like them. Oh my gosh, my stuff is not as good as them. Oh, and we try to compare ourselves. Don't do that to yourself. Do what's good at your pace, okay? And trust me, people see you and they're going to want to follow you. They're going to want to be a part of your journey because everybody's not perfect, you know? So you just got to take your time, go at your pace. And if there are things that you need help in, it's okay to go to the fellow, other YouTube channel. It's okay. Like, we're not competing against each other. We're just trying to learn from each other. You're your own unique self. Do what you have to do. Learn from others. Don't ever feel like you're up here and no one can touch you. Don't do that. Keep learning because there's always someone you can learn from. So there's a lot of people that are online. So when I started the journey, I started with box cake. It's okay, okay? Because as long as it tastes good, use that box cake. It's fine. It's not gonna kill anybody, okay? Some people that, oh, don't use the box cake. Oh, the box cake. It's okay. If you want to start off using box cake, it's your world. Do you, boo boo? Okay. Once you finish using box cake, if you want to finish, sometimes you may want to do the whole business with the box cake, or sometimes you may just want to make cake with box cake. That's fine. Okay. Do it. Some people want to do recipes from scratch. That's fine too. If you want to make it easier on your life, for me in my journey, I started with box cake. That is what was easy for me. It was easier for me. I would not change anything from what I did in the beginning. Nothing. So, like I told you before, in this channel, I just want everything to flow, and I want to make things as simple and as easy as possible. And if you guys feel like it's not easy enough, I will break it down even more simple, okay? Because that's what I wanted in the beginning. Guys, the things that I did in the beginning, you have no idea. Oh my gosh, you have no idea. But I'll tell you though, I'll tell you along the journey, I'll let you guys know. There's some embarrassing moments, but it's okay. I'm here now and I'm still growing and I'm still learning. And that's what matters. That was just a little introduction to who I am and what I represent. So now we're going to go and I'm going to show you guys all the supplies that you need to start your journey. Okay? So in the next video, I'm going to tell you exactly what you need to get this started. Okay? Y'all ready? Are you ready? Okay.